Want to know how you can import a file you've been sent from an architect or a building designer for your new interior design project? In this video, we're going to learn how to import a CAD file, how to resize that file, how to rescale that file so that you can use it in your design process, and how to get it ready for use in SketchUp. Hi, I'm Joanne from Design & Co. Welcome. I share videos all about interior design, from design knowledge, design processes, websites and branding for interior designers, and cool apps and tech. So if you want to learn a lot more, don't forget to subscribe. So what is a CAD file? Firstly, look for the .dwg extension. So let's open up SketchUp. The first thing we want to do is get rid of this guy here. We don't need him. And he's there just to show the scale of the model. Then we'll go into camera and change it to parallel projection. And then we will go into our top down here and look at our model from the top. So we're looking for a plan view. This is our plan view. The first thing we want to do is just set up our interface. I actually quite like a white background, so we're just going to go into the Styles tab. If you can't find the Styles tab, you go into Window and make sure that Styles is on. Then we're going to go into our Ground tab and just change that to white. We can put that away because we don't need it. And the next thing we're going to do is we're going to import our files. So we're going to go File, Import. And the first thing we're going to do is go into this Configure tab. So this is our file that we want to import. And we want to go into our Configure tab and choose the units that your model is in. So if you've chosen inches, choose inches. I'm choosing millimeters. So I know when it comes in, it will come in at the right. Okay. Then I'm going to choose my plan and I'm going to import. So let's just double check again. Yes, we're in millimeters and it's there, and we'll just hit import. Okay, and you can see it's imported 3 layers and 8,645 lines. We can hit close. And here we go. When you are in this model, if you click on it, it will turn into all lines. We do want to check whether this model is in the right place. So we're going to choose something that we know the measurement of. And I know that these doorways are 920. So I'm just going to get my measuring tool and just make sure that they are correct. So let me just go into here and we are going to take the whole distance from here to here, and yes, we do get 920. We know now that this model is in the correct size and it's been exploded, so all of these are individual lines. Now, so it's not ready to actually use in SketchUp. We actually have to create the lines and the planes that we are going to use. So right click and click explode. Now these are all individual lines that we can select, and you can see here we have our tags, and there's only 2 tags that appear. There's the section cuts and the untagged. We're going to have to create tags and tag all our sections here that we would like to have as planes and lines. Here we have a room that has a doorway, and we want to actually create the floor, but we want to actually have that doorway on a different tag so that we would later on able to take that doorway away. Our doorways, our windows, our walls, our floors, all on different tags. We actually have to very painstakingly go in and change this. We have this doorway and we're going to go work through the model bit by bit. I'm just going to create a group of this. Now we're just going to right click and we're going to make it a group. And hopefully we are going to then go in and we're going to create the doors. Let's go into our entity info, and here you can see we've selected and we've untagged it. So we want to then tag doors. And let's just switch this off. And yes, and that's now worked. We'll switch that off because we want to actually create the floor for this. Let's go into here as we move through the model, we want to just get rid of things that we don't really need. I don't know what that is, but I don't need it. It's outside. And we are going to get our rectangle tool and we are going to draw in our floor. You can see when we go right click and we're going to make sure that we're in the group that we've selected, and we're going to make it a group, and then we're going to go up here and put floor. Okay, if we go into our entity info, we know that it's untagged and we want to tag it floor. Essentially, we are just going to work through all of this. Now, you can decide if your model is correct and you want to keep all the joinery, you could actually keep that the joinery or the door. So this is a door, for example, for a wardrobe, but I don't really want to keep that. So I am going to just delete those. So here we have the floor, and I am just going to create this as a wardrobe floor. I'll just call this part of the wardrobe. For example, I can get my, and then I can, there. Okay, and then I can draw another rectangle. Then I can draw another rectangle. Then I can go shift and I'm going to select them all. Then I'm going to go in here and I'm going to erase that and erase that line. Hopefully it's one group, and I'll just make it, I'll go into the group and make it a group. So I should have there, and I could actually call this part of the floor here if I wanted to, or I could call it the wardrobe. At the moment I think I'm going to call it part of the floor. I'll create the wardrobe, or we can create this joinery or whatever you want to call it, but because it's part of the floor, I think I might just keep it as the floor. So I'll create this and I'll go into and tag it floor. You can see here we've got a floor there, we've got a floor there. If we go into it, it'll select this section, this will select that section. What we're going to do is really just work through our model very, very carefully. If there's sections that you would like to retain, like for example, I will keep the door, but I'll probably get rid of all of this layout. I know that the builder's going to build, so I'm not going to really change much about this layout, but I might change some of the details of the joinery. All you really have to do is work through the model, and it can take some time, and you will also want to make sure that you have your windows in groups, or your machinery here in groups, the toilets or your fittings in groups, and so on, and all tagged correctly. I hope this has made it simple for you, and I will see you in the next video.